So this is the story of turning plastic, right, into stuff, and moreover the story of making plastic roads. And I was just thinking exactly what just ended up getting explained. I didn't know if it would get explained exactly the way I was thinking about it, but it did in this next about 1 minute segment of the video. Not only does the expert environmental guy say the thing about making plastic roads is that it's going to, release more plastic via the abrasion, right? Every time you walk on the road, like you go on an asphalt road, you always see around corners the tire mark where the tires are clean, and then just off to the left or right of it in the berm is, tons of rubber, right? There's always a healthy covering of rubber, so you can tell it's peeling off due to abrasion. So now what you're going to have is rubber and plastic peeling off, because if the road's going to be plastic, right, it's going to release more microplastics into the environment. And then what they added was even an extra that, the oil people, that oil industry, the petrochemical industry, so on, would love us to, let them get off the hook by not being able to, like, measure the microplastics in the environment, back to them, because other people are now making plastic roads, for instance, right? So it kind of gets them off the hook. And as we know, organic portals are all connected. They're all connected, and when they come with these big smiles, you know that something's, up. It's a fake front. These big smiles, we know they're all connected. And it's just one idiot cleaning another idiot's garbage in this world.
We are only doing like a really small portion of it, and there's so much potential that this technology has that we are yet to realize, and this is just the beginning.
Turning waste into pavement is an idea that's already caught on in other countries. Construction workers in India have been mixing small amounts of plastic waste into asphalt for decades, making new roads that are stronger and that last longer. But experts say these innovations may increase the amount of plastic released into the environment.
That's what I'm saying.
Roads are subject to constant abrasion. We drive on them, right? And so roads are actually the primary source of microplastics in the environment.
Even on pure asphalt roads, the paints used to make lines contain plastic, and particles rub off the tires on vehicles every time they dry.
Now, if we build the entire road out of plastic, or even part of the road out of plastic, that is going to be more abrasion of plastic and more microplastics going into the environment.
In recent years, researchers have found microplastics in nearly every sample of our food, drinking water, the air we breathe, and even inside our bodies. Tangri says that any solution that doesn't focus on decreasing the amount of new plastic going into production lets the people who created the problem off the hook.
Yeah.
The petrochemical industry would like nothing better than to say, we can put it all into roads, or we can do something else with it.
Still, roads made with plastic are cheaper, mainly because...
Yeah, so it's a problem because, don't forget that these biphenyls can act as estrogen, xenoestrogen, in your brain. So we have this, age of Aquarius, return of feminine nature, right, in the secondary feminine matrix, by the way. We have age of Aquarius, return of divine feminine, right, they'll all say. And what do we have? We know that generationally speaking, we have more Soyboy action, less real men, right? Everybody knows that, when you look at Gen Z, the percentage-wise of real men is far, far less than, say, boomers. Let's just go to the opposite end, right? And there's a clear spectrum that's going one way. Right, that spectrum is there through the generations, but it's clearly only going one way, right? There's less real men in the younger generations. And what's interesting is that we have more and more plastic surrounding us. Like right now, I'm laying in a plastic tent as well. You don't know what plastics are in your blankets, your mattress, you're drinking out of plastic bottles. And it goes on and on. Like they're spraying the roads with plastic. They want to make the actual road out of plastic. The paint's got plastic in it. Carpet in everybody's home's got plastic in it. I mean, there's just plastic, plastic, plastic endlessly. It's really, if you count it, if you put it on like a piece of paper, I think you'd shock yourself. I just noted off some obvious ones in 30 seconds. But if you put all the plastic things, everything containing plastic, on a piece of paper in front of you, I think you'd be very shocked. Right, there'll be thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of things that you can list off, just even off the top of your head. You would look around your house and just be able to make a massive list. We're literally surrounded and swimming and touching plastic. And plastic, as you know, is not infinitely hard. It does abrade. It does have abrasive quality where it can flake, right? It can also flake and dry and flake, right? And turn to just small microplastics, which they're finding in food everywhere, every piece of food in like every restaurant. So, man, it's obviously in your home. So, it's just a really important point, because I think this is part of metamorphizing our bodies in the wrong way, right? And yeah, it's less than healthy. You can't really say that it's healthy plastic. It's just a huge point, guys.